Alright, so this is what I got. I got the rear differential bushings. I got the front inner control arm bushings, the rear inner control arm bushings, the alignment bolts, and then the most important part of everything, the roll correction kit, which is the front ball joints, which have adjusted height, and that's what's going to correct the suspension geometry, and then the new tie rods. So all brand new stuff up front. Pretty much that should be everything, minus the power steering rack. I think that can be offered up front, and the front sway bar and end links. So yep, that's what I got on my chore list, so I'm gonna get that done, and that's gonna be a... Alright, so we got started on the Whiteline roll correction kit installation here, and I'll tell you that the tie rod bolt was easier than can be, but this rear control arm bolt, oh my gosh, it was an absolute nightmare. So that's 19 millimeter. I suggest having a short 19 for this top part, because there's a bolt on that side, or nut on that side, and then the bolt goes up and in, nut over here. So have like a 19 and then 19 to hold, and then just use your like breaker bar right here on the bottom side to break it free while holding it with a shorty up there. And then over there, same deal. Pretty easy. It's not torqued down like crazy. This is where all the torque is. It's like dude, it's got to be like 180 pounds or something. Like, it's crazy. This is like, this was easy to get off right here, the tie rod, and then that was really easy back there. Now I'm fighting the end link. So getting the end link off on each side right there is a pain. So there's a little hole in the middle on each end link, and you'll see, and you can hold the end link steady by putting the Allen key into that hole, and then taking the 14 millimeter on the nut and trying to loosen it. So right now that's kind of the battle I'm going through, but once I get that off on each side, these control arms are going to fall right out. No big deal. And then, like, this is the collection of nuts and bolts you will see that held each side in. And then also, right here, where the ball joint was held in, was a nut and bolt and all that. So those were, I think, those were 17s. So, yep, that's what you're expecting. 14, 17, 19, have all those on handy. Have all the sizes you can handy. Wrenches, ratchets, sockets, all of it. So, yeah. Alright, y'all, so I have the control arms off right now. I went ahead and went the route where you take the two 14 millimeters off the bracket instead of dismembering the end link. So I just did the end link bracket and not the end link itself. Took that off. That was much easier. Did that for each side. I have the end links loaded up in Alex's car, and we're heading over to our buddy Cody Sawyer's house, and he's going to help us press in everything and all that. So unfortunately, I got sent the wrong rear control arm bushings here. So this diagram says that I got these, but these are like too small for mine. So maybe they sent me a standard Lancer bushing. I don't know. So I'm going to send these back, and I'm going to get these replaced and everything. And I'll probably just wait to reassemble the car. But I want to go get the other stuff installed because it's so very important, regardless, for me to get this done. So I'm going to get that done, and I'm going to put the new tie rods on as well.
I do agree. A smaller press may not have taken that very well.
Oh, fuck. Will we put you on the bottom?
I'm trying to get this socket lined up. I'm going to check. We are... Oh, fuck.
God,
Oh, fuck.
Cody, jeez.
Gentle movements.
That one went very nicely.
Like a glove.
23 millimeter impact.
Yeah, there's the secret right there.
That's it. 23 millimeter impact right there. That'll get your inner out. Alright, so I had to cut the video short a little bit last time, so I'm adding on. Finally finishing up the tie rods. So as you can see, the old one's off. Here's the new Whiteline tie rod. Just dangling. This is pretty easy. You just got to take the wheel off and then loosen this nut here, which is a 19, and then yeah, start hammering away. Go ahead and lube it up with some WD-40 or PB Blaster or something. That makes things a lot easier. I use a little blowtorch also to kind of expand it up to make things easier. And then you just kind of smack it with the sledge and boom, get it done. So I'm gonna put that on and get the other side done, and then I'm gonna go get an alignment and we're gonna rip this thing. Alright, so when I took off the old tie rod, I counted 14 rotations counter. So I'm going to go clock 14 rotations on this, see how close it is to the bolt to snug it up, and we'll call it good if it looks good. So that's what's gonna happen real quick. Back in the garage, everything's rolling pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out with all of the bushings and the roll correction kit installed. There's still a little bit more I can do to make it better up here. I haven't adjusted the top hats on the coilovers or anything yet, and no sway bars on this vehicle yet. So those are some of the largest benefit mods right there that are still not done. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna have some videos coming up here pretty soon, so I don't really know what I'm gonna show y'all, but I do want to drop my subframe and get these solid inserts put in, because the people that have installed them say that the difference is just absolutely drastic. So might do that tomorrow depending on how cold it is in here, and we'll see what that's like. But appreciate y'all watching, and take it easy. We'll see you next time.